Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back. Okay, so I've got a different game for you. I didn't think I was going to play this, but I got it for free. So I thought, fuck this, I'm going to mod this game and we're going to play some Ultimate Battle Simulator. Didn't think I would do this for the channel ever, but then I thought, fuck it, I've got more than enough time on my hands. And this sound is so bloody loud it will kill my eardrums. So let's go. Let's fucking watch this shit just be utter mesmerizing. So it is 9,000 troops of Mordor versus 3,000 elven troops. Now there are two 500 lots of archers for the elves, so that's 1,000 archers, 500 on one side, 500 on the other, and there is also 1,000 troops of each of elven on either side, whereas on the Easterling / Urk side we have 5,000 Urkai. On this side, 5,000. So that's 2,500 in each group, right? So you can imagine how tough this is going to be, and that's against 1,500 troops there. And then over on this side, apparently we've lost a couple of troops as well because the game's glitched. 4,000 Easterling troops versus 500 archers and 1,000 swordsmen. So this should be interesting. Please remember to enjoy yourself, for this will be a battle to the death. Let's do this shit. Okay, so we've got the, I think these are actually just the longswordmen of the elves going straight in against the Easterlings. Easterlings are more than likely going to win this one, but we shall see. I mean, the tactics aren't great in this game. I mean, let's be honest. Their tactic is run and hope that they don't die. I mean, look at the mess they're going to make on this bridge. So I checked it out earlier. It is fucking hectic, is this game, but so cool. So yeah, there is 1,000 elven archers, 2,000 elven infantry troops, 1,000 without shields, with longswords, and 1,000 with shields and short swords, elven. Whereas we've got 4,000 Easterling troops right over that bridge. Well, the way it's going right now, it's more like 3,500, but still, most of them are just committing suicide, as you can tell. I mean, seriously, half of them are just thinking, this is useless, we can't do this, even though they outnumber them. So let's go over and check on the Urkai and see how well they're doing. 5,000 Urkai troops. 5,000. I mean, look at the mess they're gonna make. I don't even think the elves will win this one, but I am hoping that they do. As you can tell, they're already, Jesus Christ, the elven archers are already kicking ass. The elven archers are picking off the ones on the corner of the bridge trying to get on there. And while they're trying to get on there, all the elven shield soldiers are just holding the line. I mean, yeah, they're getting pummeled, but with this archer fire, it could pretty much be the winning of the tide. I mean, it's going to be difficult. Now, I didn't make this easy for the elves. I thought I'd make it a little bit more difficult. And then I thought, should I make it difficult? Yes, I should, because elves are supposed to be very good. You know, I mean, in every other game that we play, elves are always classed as the best race. They're always classed as a master race instead of humans. So I'm hoping that the elves can prove that once more. If not, numbers win all, and apparently some of the elves are suicidal. But yeah, this game is a little bit... the FPS is not going to be great because I put like 5,000 troops on just one end, but I mean they're doing quite well. I mean the bodies are piling up. You can see that there's a fucking mound of bodies just right there, and there's a mound of bodies being brought up on either side of the bridge as well. It's quite disgusting. I'm loving it so far. But if you see, whatever archers are left on either side are just picking off the ones on the corners of the bridge, and they don't stand a chance. I'd also like to take this moment as well just to say thank you for all the subscribers so far. I know there is only 20, last time I checked there was 22 or 23 of you. Thank you so much. As always, you know who you are. Thank you very much for subscribing. I will be looking at doing a banner at some point as well for YouTube and my Twitch account. I will also be starting up my Twitch next week because I have no work for the rest of... hopefully it's only going to be another couple of weeks, but we shall see. But as you can tell, it has been one of those months. It has not been very good for me or anyone. I mean, it's still... COVID's still a thing, all this shit, but at least we've got, you know, murderous intent and bad graphics. I mean, look at this. It's a shit show. Look at the poor bastards. Absolute annihilation. Sorry if you heard that, I do live with other people. I can be quite noisy. As you can tell, the Uruk-hai are just being decimated. But look at all these bodies that have just been piled up. That is ridiculous. All thanks to all this archer fire just hitting them over and over and over again. The elves are doing quite well actually. I thought they would have lost a lot more shield soldiers, but they've done quite well. I mean, they're holding them back long enough for the arrows to just hit them in the head. So they're doing quite well. I'm going to leave these guys to it and see how the other guys are doing so far, because I'm looking at this and it doesn't look like they're doing too well. I think they are getting pushed back, but I might be wrong. Oh no, I am wrong, but I don't see many archers shooting at this point in time, so that might be the reason. You can see a few arrows going over the top, maybe hitting one or two of the enemy, but not doing too much damage. We've only got 1700 left, and the Easterlings have 5800 left. I mean, yes, the elves are catching up in kills by 3000 kills. They're not doing that great. I mean, by now they should have at least 4,000 to 5,000 kills. Instead they are getting decimated. So it's still an even fight so far. I mean, the elves have 1,000 archers, so that makes up for numbers. But is that going to be enough? 1,000 archers is going to be enough to take on 5,500 Easterling troops, which is not just Easterlings but also Uruk-hai. It's going to be quite interesting. If you do end up liking this video as well, please like and subscribe. That would be great. I would love that immensely. But so far it has been an interesting battle. I mean, if you look here, the bodies are just piling up on this bridge. It's like watching 300 all over again, but with elves and Easterlings. It's quite sexy. I like it. But the amount of death that's just pouring through is immense. I mean, if you look at the side here, you've got suicidal Easterlings. I mean, this guy is suicidal again, throws himself in there. This guy's going for a swim, jumps in, kills himself. This guy gonna do it? No, he's not suicidal. Is that guy gonna do it? Oh, he's gonna do it. He's jumped in and he's killed himself. Do we have any suicidals? Yes, we've had quite a few of them over here. Quite a few of them have killed themselves. I mean, I know that we lost a few L's over here, but it looks as though they have stopped. They have stopped jumping off the bridge for the time being. Well, let's have a look. I mean, so far they're doing quite well. I mean, the L's are actually pushing them on top of here. Oh, you've got elven archers that are actually buffering and coming up this way as well. Looks like the elven archers are actually trying to push in with the elven swordsmen, which isn't a good idea. What I'd do is I'd keep the elven archers right at the back, but unfortunately they're not going to do that, are they? But at least they're taking on a couple of pot shots, but unfortunately most of the arrows are actually going over the rest of the army as well. I mean, they're not even hitting anyone back. These guys at the back are probably the safest here, which is quite scary to think. The elves are down to 1,250 and the Easterlings are down to 3,500 troops. This is going to be a close battle, all thanks to the archers. If it wasn't for archers, I think the elves would have lost by now. But with the way it's going, I've got a feeling because the elves have archers, they're going to win this. Yeah, this is going to be a difficult battle. I mean, you can see him firing over and over and over again, and it's just a mound of elven and easterling bodies just on this bridge. Somehow these elven arrows are so powerful they go through fucking stone. No wonder these guys are dying so quickly. Yep, they are doing a lot of damage. But the elven archers are stupid enough to actually run up and get in the front lines with these guys, which isn't a good idea. So we are now down to 1,050 elven archers versus 2,750 Easterling infantry. Like I said, this is going to be an even battle, especially if the Easterlings get through here. What should really happen is all of the elven archers should push back to here and let all the swordsmen go through and take the brunt of the force. But I don't think that's going to happen. But what is happening is elven archers are having a spaz all over these folks. I mean, look at them. They're absolutely raped. They're getting peppered and peppered and peppered with arrows, and still they come forth. They're doing quite bloody well. I mean, it's a shame really, because what I would do is, if I were in their position, I would just push all my men over that bridge instead of trickling them in. Because at this point, with the way it's going, I think the Easterlings might actually lose because of archer fire. But that all depends on how well they do. But I do think the elves will win this one, all thanks to the bridge. I mean, they've done quite a number on the Easterling army, and the elves have barely lost anything at all. Now let's go over and check on the Uruk-hai and see how well they have done. Because looking at these numbers, I don't think there is much left of the Uruk-hai army. Holy shit, there is a mound of Uruk-hai bodies just here alone. That's all from archer fire on this side. Jesus Christ. No wonder they're losing. They lost half of the troops here. Literally look at that mound of bodies. Fucking hell. Is it the same on this side as well? It is. Look at the amount of dead Uruk-hai that are on this bridge. I mean, look, and I'm going to say this now, the Uruk-hai have 300 health apiece, and I think the elven elven shield bearers, they only have 200, if not 250. But all thanks to these elven archers have held them off so well. I think next time I do this one, I might have to try just elven archers. But these guys have absolutely destroyed them. They're not even getting across. They're not even getting across the pile of bodies that they've created. They're just getting absolutely slaughtered before they can even get to them now. And instead of pushing all of his troops over at once, what he's doing is he's just attacking with small groups one at a time, just letting them being picked off. I'm surprised that they're actually able to live. I mean, look at the numbers now. 8,500 kills to the elven archers, with 800 troops still left. And the Easterling army has gone down to 300 troops. This is all thanks to the archers. I think if it wasn't for the archers, the elves would have definitely lost this one, but with the amount of elven archer fire that has just gone through this, it is phenomenal. I'm surprised that they survived this long. Well, I think we can all tell that we know who's won here. And it's definitely not the elven archers. No, wait. No, actually no, it is the Eastern. Yeah. The Easterlings have definitely won this one. I mean, look at the amount of dead people they have. Oh, 8, 6, 5, 4. Oh, shit me. 4 enemies. 3, 2, 1, and they're all dead. So that was a fucking epic battle. I mean, look at the amount of death. Just look at that. So 781 archers and swordsmen and shieldmen, probably like 2 shieldmen. But look at how much devastation they did to this map. And as you can tell, there are still tons of bodies where the Easterlings just killed themselves. So it doesn't help that they threw a lot of their lives away. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. It has been a pleasure as always, and I have been Sir Twatalon. Yes, that is my name, don't forget it. Yes, we did just watch a massacre, and it was amazing. If you like this video, please give it a like, please subscribe, please do. There is Instagram, and I will put my Discord server in there, and other things are in there as well, all in the description thingy. I am pointing down there, even though I know none of you fuckers can see it. Go and like them, go and join my Discord server. You're all allowed in. You're all allowed to be stupid. There are going to be rules put up there in the next week, and there will be new shit that goes on there, and I will be putting on different edited areas and bits and shit that I've decided to put on, and I will also be doing some poetry. Yes, that sounds weird from a goth, but I will also be doing fucking poetry. I will be putting up pieces of my work, of my poetry, and I really do hope you enjoy that as well. That will be going on my Discord. Go look at it, and my friends put art on there. It's awesome. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I have bantered and fucked with all of you long enough. Thank you so much, my fellow twats, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye guys.